it fixed my previous issue of not being able to actually see. Lock the mouse there. Now, we're talking about officers. Due to this new event giving out materials, I'll briefly show that here. Autumn Harvest. This right here. This has become extremely easy. It used to cost anywhere from 200 to 400 on average to get one set of them. Now you can get 3 sets without spending a dime if you're at least a decent player. Or I shouldn't say decent, because it's not about quality of skill, it's about time and effort you put into it. And then you get the officers out of here, especially officer exchange. Now it doesn't give these officer materials, but it does give everything below this point. You may have to exchange them for these, get those ones, but they're all necessary. So let's start. I am a tank defense, so we'll go start with tanks. Now, for the average person that's not spending a ton of money on this game, and I don't blame you for not doing so, you're going to switch. You're not going to have Southern Lieutenant for one. I eventually will have multiple officer sets. Most people will not. If you are a tank defense and you are not spending a ton of money, you're going to want Nico instead of Southern Lieutenant. There's just no ands, ifs, or buts. She's going to be your only real bonus to helicopter defense besides Nutcracker. It's right here. And you either do Alonzo, where is he? Right there. Or Mark. Now, Nutcracker, he's hard to get still. They did not make him easier. But he is really good. If you not have Nutcracker, really your only option is Herman, which I don't suggest, or Richie, who is significantly better. Richie is just as easy to obtain as the specialty officers, so you're not going to have top tier boosts, but you will be able to compete. Now, as a tank defense, Maverick, he is your #1 go-to. He should be the very first specialty officer that you recruit. He gives tank defense and tank attack. Now, you also have Cathaway, right here. Tank defense, SUV attack. And Jeff, tank defense, SUV attack. Now, when combined, they activate their special skills right here, which increases defense even more, makes them extremely solid officers. Now, the big thing here is, if you notice, they're all tank defense, but you have Jeff as SUV attack, Cathaway's SUV attack, Maverick is tank attack, Nico, who would be here, is helicopter attack. So you have SUV, tank, helicopter. Now, what this will do, in conjunction with the other 2 officers here, is help to balance out your boost set. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, simple. And anytime you send a formation out of March, every unit in your formation gets a chance to attack. You could have one that's going to do all the damage, it's going to be super powerful, but the other ones, when they do get their turn to attack, they're not going to do any damage at all. So if you balance attacks, they're all kind of average, but every single one of them is average. You don't have a low, you don't have a super high. So every hit is going to do damage. And that's what you're aiming for. Now, some people disagree with that. I mean, to each their own. I'm not saying I have the best option. This is just my choices. For everybody else, stay tuned. We'll get you next.